Hello and good day, good afternoon, good whatever it is, wherever you are and whatever you're thinking about. Hopefully, it's all good thoughts. And crypto is in, how do I put this? Limbo. I'm going to go with limbo. It's in this place of there's a whole lot of people that do not want to see it succeed, and there's a whole lot of people that want to change the world and make it happen tomorrow. And the latter of the two are winning slowly. It's not going to happen overnight. You can't just write a bill and say everybody has to believe this now, because that's the way we've done things for a lot of years. And it's not fair. It's not right, because those people don't know all the ramifications. And that's been the problem all along with having lawyers and attorneys. Well, just make them do it on a piece of paper in a law, and then that way we'll just make it law and everybody will have to do it that way. Well, sometimes they don't think logically, and they don't understand how the system and how actually commerce, business in the world reacts to certain laws and rules. That being said, I'm really encouraged. This video is going to be about long-term thinking, or I'm going to say 6 months and beyond, which is kind of most of my content, to be honest. I'm really excited about where we sit. There's going to be a lot of players that don't like Mr. President Trump, clearly, okay? There's going to be a lot of people. They're going to fight against him. They're going to do their best to make him look like an idiot, and if he likes crypto, we don't like crypto. Sort of like what's going on in the crypto world with the maxis and the non-maxis and that whole thing, and I'm not even going to go into it because I just think it's completely childish, and I'm sorry to have even brought it up. I want to say this about all of that. I want everybody to succeed. I don't care if you believe in fiat dollars. I want you to succeed. I want everybody to have prosperity, because their prosperity influences their family and their kids and their generations of the kids after them. One of the things I've learned in my life working with wealthy families is the head start that the children get is a big beneficial thing for, gosh, almost all of them. Do most of them screw that up and really become a mess to society? A lot of them do. Believe it or not, most of them. But the opportunity to, if you have somebody who comes along and, Dad, all I want to do is play piano 20 hours a day, you have that in that next, lineage coming up. It's so important that we have financial prosperity, and I don't care how you obtain it. I don't care what coin you own to get it. I don't care what widget or gadget or idea or business business that you've created to create your generational wealth. I don't care. In fact, I want you all to succeed. I'm tired of the bantering back and forth about this coin or that coin or these people or those people. It's annoying, okay? We're smarter than that. We're better than that. We're all brothers and sisters on this planet together. And let it rest already, okay? It's not that big a deal. It's really not, okay? You getting rich at the sake of somebody else becoming poor is such a little mind concept. It's so poor man mentality. It's really the mentality of there's only this much wealth in the world, Allan, and if they take this much, I don't get mine. No. I talk about on this show a lot. One of the most prolific things on the face of this planet is US dollars. There's quadrillions in value of them. And again, like I say all the time, aside from, leaves or blades of grass or grains of sand, it's probably in the top 10 most prolific things on the face of the planet is US dollar digits. There's plenty for all of us. And all you've got to do is find out how to go out and get yours and stop worrying about how many somebody else is getting or not getting, or you're going to get more than they got or whatever. All of that is so limiting. It's not expansive. And we need to be expansive at this time. We finally got a leg, a foot in the door, a camel nose in the tent of where technology and prosperity could be going with the coins and the systems and the data and all of it, all of it that we believe is going to change and revolutionize this world, and I truly believe it will. So I really want to talk about a couple of really cool things that have happened that really went under the radar. There's how do I put this? BlackRock initiated it, and it's strange coming from BlackRock, but it's something I really need people to understand here. Originally, when we started ETFs, we, all the above being the big we in the sky, the ETF market, when we started that, I wanted it to be in kind. It wasn't. It was cash on the barrelhead, basically. In other words, we'll cash you in, we'll cash you out. Doesn't matter what you buy. Doesn't matter if it's gold or Bitcoin. I never liked that. Europe didn't do it that way, and Hong Kong didn't do it that way. I love that they did it the other way. In other words, what that enables you to do is if I buy an ETF and I have, I'll just use today's numbers, $100,000 worth of ETFs, I can get a whole Bitcoin from you. That requires them to, A, obviously own the Bitcoin, and B, be able to liquid, from their wallet to your wallet to give you the Bitcoin or 10,000 XRP or whatever it is your coin that we're talking about. The beautiful part about all of that is that makes the product more real, less paper, less control of BlackRock, and controlling of all the let me get rid of a misnomer real quick. I hear a lot of people tell me, very smart, intelligent people say this all the time. Well, BlackRock owns 1.5% of all the Bitcoin. They're going to control it one day. No, they don't own those coins. They don't. That's like saying I Trust Capital owns my XRP. That's not. No, that's the Merrill Lynch does not own your stock. Okay. Merrill Lynch's BlackRock's net worth might be $11 trillion because of the assets they are manage. They can't liquidate them tomorrow for $11 trillion and just say, "Hey, we own all this Bitcoin." It's not their money. Okay, it's the people's money. Anyway. I hear a lot of people on YouTube say that, and every time I hear it, I just cringe. I'm like, that's not accurate, right? You just said that as if it were fact, but that's not a fact. But anyway, it drives me crazy. But they don't control, and they don't plan to control 2% of all the Bitcoin. How do I know that? Because they just put this forward of saying, hey, you know what? We really want to go in kind. In other words, if they have $100,000 worth of cash, they can get their whole Bitcoin out of this market right now. Perfect. Let them custodian. Great. Who went along with that? Everybody. Everybody's like, that's a great idea. We wanted to do that in the beginning. Why didn't they do that in the beginning? Because Gary was in control before, and he wanted to be cash, and he wanted the banking system to be able to manipulate everybody's coins in their wallets. That's why they did it that way. But it doesn't make sense because crypto is different than cash, and I'd rather have the coin than the cash. That's why I'm in the coin. Hello, right? Even if it's an ETF, it's a representation of that coin. In other words, I don't own the coin, I own the ETF, but I know that piece of coin or piece of 10,000 XRP are in a wallet somewhere in custodial, and I know that I can get it. That was the whole concept of it. Well, SEC didn't want that. The big bankers didn't want that way. They wanted a loophole, a back door, a way for them to maintain or grab all these things all in one location and say, well, this is ours now. That's what they wanted. It's not going to happen that way. I knew it wouldn't. I knew as soon as we got good people in office, and I knew as soon as we got Gary out, that we were going to go to this, and it was going to be a beautiful thing, and it's bigger than you know, and nobody's talking about it. And it's very significant because let's say your coin, whatever your coin is, goes ballistic. And many of them could, including my 2 or 3 favorites. If it goes ballistic, okay, I'm talking thousands of dollars per XRP. you're going to want those coins because the rest of your life and your kids' life are going to earn money from those coins. So you're going to want to manage the coin, not the dollar representation of those coins. And trust me, ETFs are coming to XRP, as you all know. So when the dollar value goes up, it's not value, it's dollar fiat number go up, you're going to want to control that because you can earn fiats monthly with it. Not what the show's about, but you get the concept. Now let's get into Mr. Saylor and what he just said recently was so much bigger than anybody really understands. And again, this works for any company, including Ripple, including any company that would buy a cryptocurrency. The dogs are about to go crazy. I have a big giant boulder right behind you guys, and the dogs are on top of it chasing lizards or something. I don't know. But it could get crazy here. It could really happen fast. So what he said or what he did recently with his stock shares, let's remember this is exactly what Ripple can do, essentially do the same thing with XRP. What he decided to do was issue stock shares. Well, when you evaluate that out, I did show a while back, it's somewhere around $3.5 trillion in today's market. Well, if you're going to add $3.5 trillion to I'm going to call it $1 trillion Bitcoin market, you're going to say, well, it's going to triple. You know, so 3x, no big deal, Alan. Except for the ratio is somewhere between 12 to 16 times dollar for dollar. We already know that. We know that from many reports. All you got to do is look at the ledger of Bitcoin, the ledger of XRP, and it's never been dollar for dollar. If there's $1 billion in it, only went up $1 billion. It's never been that. The evaluations have always been somewhere between 10 to 15% times, not percent. So, trying to make this fast. So I'm trying to get to the punchline here because it's really good. I'm just going to call it 3x. Okay, he's going to 3x the Bitcoin market. Okay, so that takes us, just Bitcoin market, to $4 trillion. Well, if it's 10 times each, and you're at $100,000 of Bitcoin now, that's $3 million a coin per Bitcoin. That's a guaranteed buyer. That's not hypothetical. That's not like pie in the sky, maybe one day if all the planets align. By the way, they have aligned. Gee, that was kind of a coincidence. And is it going to happen? I don't know, Alan. It's speculation is maybe. No. He buys every Monday. He's issuing shares, and he's not liquidating his company. I can't believe people are saying that. Why would he do that? He owns so much value, and that value only goes up over time. He's taken his company out of fiat. He's putting it completely into one of the top cryptos, and he's decided that he's just going to let it ride, and he's going to buy and borrow more. He's going to issue bond to do more. He's going to issue stock to do more. All of that is good for XRP. All of that is good for XLM, and all of it is good for all your coins. Trust me, they're all going to do the same thing, which is essentially what I was just talking about. As soon as Ripple can do the same, they're going to do the same thing with XRP. They're going to start borrowing money against their corporate assets. As soon as they go IPO, we already know they're going to go ballistic, right? As soon as they go IPO, their valuations are going to go through the roof, and then they're going to borrow against their valuation, their stock level value. They're going to be what? They have no overhead. Well, they have 900 employees. I'm going to say stock evaluations of somewhere around 3.5 to 5 times their stock value. Nobody's that. I'm telling you, nobody in the world is that. The profitability of Ripple is off the charts. You can compare corporations like 30 and 40 years ago to their stock values, but you can't compare even like Nvidia to their stock values today. They're thousands of times multiples of their stock values. I don't want to make this a stock video, but you get the point. With no overhead, with very little overhead, with more digital, and the more tech you put in your company, and the less employee and the less brick and mortar you have, the higher your stock evaluations are, the more net value that you could borrow against your stock, the more you can get loans against that to buy your coins. They're going to buy XRP is what I'm trying to tell you. They're not going to have these monthly, oh, here's $1 billion for sale, here's $1 billion for sale, here's $1 billion for sale. One day that's going to stop and it's going to level off. It's going to hit a point where everybody in Ripple's going to say, well, that's enough. We've flooded enough in the banking system. We have 80 different nations. We have SBI. We have all these different banking systems. You know the ones. You've heard me say it a million times on the show. They all have use case. It's the utility of XRP that they're going to use around the world, and they're looking at you and I, and they're going to say, okay, we're not going to issue any more of those. We're going to start buying them back. Think about it. Same. See, I told you it was going to go crazy. Same thing Michael Saylor's doing. He's borrowing money, issuing shares of stock, and he's sending it all directly to holding the assets of the coins. I'm going to go ahead and show you what was going on over here. Here's the rock on the other side of me. They were up on top of that boulder there. Anyway, give you a little panoramic view of what I look at behind you guys. Anyway, with that, I want to close this video out. There's so much to be excited about, guys. We are there. We have a bright future. Please do not do anything foolish and sell the dip. Please don't do that. Do not capitulate right now. I don't even care if it goes to half valuations. I had somebody tell me the other day, I had to comically laugh out loud on the phone at him. Well, we're crashing. $99,000 Bitcoin is not crashing, okay? I'm sorry, man. Like, that's absurd. You understand? Like, oh, well, you know, XRP went to 290. 290. Are you listening to what you're saying? We would have dreamed to get 90. We only hit 90 cents July 13th, back when we got the verdict from Miss Torres. We only got the 90 cents. We're 290. Now we're at 320 today. Anyway, it's so much fun, guys. You're in the right place. We're in the right future. I wish it had all happened yesterday, but it hasn't yet. We are up 5x in crypto, or Bitcoin, or XRP. Many other coins have really crushed it, and I'm so excited about, come on up here, Corey. I'm so excited about what you and I have going forward as a family, as a group, as a, just the meetups and the Vegas and going to Vegas is just so much fun, guys. I've gone the last 2 years. The friendships and the family members and people that I've met, if you go this year, you'll feel the same way and you'll catch right up. It won't be like, oh, well, you weren't here 2 years ago, man. You're not as cool as the rest. No, that's not the game. That's not what we play there. What we play there is you're here with us. You're in the family. We're all together now. This day forward, we're all a team. We're a family. We look after each other. We like each other. We appreciate each other. We share a great deal in common. All of that means so much to me. You know, when you reach my age in life, you're like, well, how many years do you have left? I don't care how many years you got left, because each day and each week that goes by, I get to hang out and talk with you people and share my life with you. It's so rewarding in so many different ways. I can't express what this show means to me and many people that watch it. Verbalize to me all the time, and I talk to you guys I know I haven't made quite as many videos lately. I've been on the phone talking with all of you, which is what I'd rather do than stare at a camera and actually make a video. But today's points and today's video was really important for me to get off my chest. So I did it, and there it is. And I love you guys, and I will be back soon. I'm out. So yeah, it comes to my attention that we are, well, crypto's off the off the farm, the reservation. It's off the hook chain. I don't know. I was hanging out with some young guys, and they were telling me I thought it was off the hook, but it's not. It's off the chain. Is it off the collar? The dog's lost the collar. I don't. What happened to the chain on the dog with the hook and his neck? I'm like, it's really cool. I know it means a lot, but I couldn't get it straight. And I was like, I knew there's an analogy and it made sense, and I was like, there has to be a hook and a chain involved. Is it off the chain? It's way off the chain, or yeah, something like that. Anyway, that's crypto. And when these young guys found out, this old guy actually, they're like, no way. You have a crypto channel? No way. Like, you're like ancient, dude. That's like dog off the collar. No, that wasn't it. Dog off the collar. Dog. Anyway, you got it. Love you.